Germany and Poland, July 28, 2025. In Germany, thunderstorms, hail and rain. On Sunday afternoon, the skies over Tuttlingen were thundering. Firefighters were also called out in force. Rain and hail fell in heavy quantities, strong winds caused the trees to sway, and within minutes several streets were flooded. The storm that struck Tuttlingen around 4:30 p.m. on Sunday afternoon was severe. Within about 20 minutes, several cellars were flooded. The fire department responded to at least 30 incidents, and no precise information about the damage can yet be provided. These are primarily incidents involving water in buildings and flooded streets. Due to the heavy rain and hail, the water in the shafts couldn't drain properly, explains Andreas Hand, press spokesman for the Tuttlingen Fire Department. The area of operations extends across the entire Tuttlingen area. We are being supported by the Moringen Fire Department and the Federal Agency for Technical Relief, Hand said. He can't estimate whether there will be more calls. However, with the heavy rain expected to ease by the evening, he hopes the situation will calm down again. Tuttlingen is actually always well protected, but today, a nearby cell over the city quickly strengthened into a storm. In this case, within just 15 to 20 minutes, rainfall amounts fell from 25.8 L/SQM to 32.0 L/SQM. Hail also fell down and was several centimeters high in some places. In addition to a strong thunderstorm, there were also stormy winds of up to 64.4 kilometers per hour, equivalent to a wind strength of 8. There was also a temperature drop from 22.9 degrees to 11.3 degrees in just a few minutes.
A tak się ma właśnie kosz. Także cały czas strumyczek płynie zwolna.
According to weather expert Jürgen Heber, 25.8 liters of rain per square meter fell. The norm is 2 or 3, maybe even 10. That was pretty intense, he says. It developed into a storm so quickly, it was insane. He also measured the wind speed, 64.6 kilometers per hour, equivalent to force 8. Furthermore, the temperature dropped by almost 10 degrees within a very short time. The hail was also remarkable. According to Heber, it was probably around 2 centimeters.
Godzina.
A thunderstorm was to be expected, says Heber, who has his own weather station. But he didn't expect it to be so severe. You could barely see the house across the street, he says. Hamburg was also affected by the storm. The Hamburg Summer Festival is currently taking place there. Fortunately, both the concert and the children's program had already ended when the storm began, visitors reported. Most people left the mountain in time, and about 50 found shelter under the beer garden pavilion. According to initial reports, there was no major damage. In Poland, heavy rain, numerous floods and streets underwater. This was horrific scene in Kielce. Within a few dozen minutes, the heavy rainfall turned most city roads into raging torrents. According to the officer on duty at the Provincial Rescue Coordination Centre, in the capital of the Świętokrzyskie region alone, approximately 35 properties and buildings were flooded. You could say it's the entire city, especially the low-lying areas where underground garages and basements are located. The downpour hit Kielce the hardest.
Fernseher ausmachen, bitte.
Agata Wajda is closely monitoring the situation on the city's streets. The mayor of Kielce reports that special attention has been paid to the Silnica River and the Silnica Valley. A floodplain has formed in the Silnica Valley area. Of course, the most vulnerable point is the Planty Park. The water hasn't overflowed the riverbed here. Firefighters are also on site, securing the banks. A flood barrier is currently being deployed. The water level in the river is slowly decreasing, but the rainfall is expected to remain heavy.
No.
Agata Wajda is urging people to exercise extreme caution, as some city roads may still be underwater. She assures residents that employees of the District Greenery and Municipal Services Company are clearing clogged manholes. The situation is dynamic. Traffic disruptions have occurred on Bodzentinska Street, the roundabout on Zitnia Street, and a section of Krakowska Street. Particular caution is required there. We also appeal to all Kielce residents to stay home if they don't need to, the mayor of Kielce emphasizes. Meanwhile, across the region as a whole, there were significantly fewer reports just after 6:30 p.m. So far, firefighters have reported 5 flooding incidents in Jedrzejów County and 4 in Młosksowa County. City streets turned into rivers and rushing streams. According to local media, the Gdrójk roundabout, among other areas, was flooded, with cars practically drowning in the water. Back to Germany, the weather is dominated by a cold front that will cross Baden-Württemberg southeastward until Monday. Maximum temperatures will range from 17 degrees Celsius in the southwestern Alb region to 24 degrees Celsius on the northern Upper Rhine. Numerous showers and short thunderstorms will move in from the west starting this morning. Starting Sunday afternoon, the regions between Lake Constance and the Algo region, as well as the Black Forest, will be the focus of severe weather warnings. Persistent rain threatens here, with amounts of up to 50 liters per square meter until Tuesday afternoon, and up to 70 liters per square meter in areas with heavy rainfall. On Monday, July 28th, the unsettled weather will continue, with significant regional variations. South of the Danube, it will remain overcast with persistent rain, while cloudy weather with showers and isolated thunderstorms will prevail in the northern parts of the country. Temperatures will be cooler than on Sunday, reaching only 14 to 22 degrees Celsius. The wind will be mostly light from the west, but can develop fresh to strong gusts during thunderstorms.